welcome to my first ever YouTube channel. My name is The Blooming Bee, but you can just call me Bee. And today I figured for my first video, I would be giving you guys a island tour of my 5-star unfinished urban island. So before I get started, I just wanted to show you guys my map and explain some of the lore behind this island, why I chose certain villagers, and then I'll get started and go around and show you guys what I have done, what I still have yet to do, and my plans for the island. So this is my island map. There's my character. The villagers I have on this island are Cobb, Petrie, Biscuit, Kurt, Tangy, Cephalobot, Stitches, Judy, Ione, and Coco. The lore of this island is that all these villagers were living in a bustling city with the exception of Petrie. And one day, the gyroids came and all these villagers disappeared. Then, years pass, the city has been destroyed, it's old, things are rusted, and the scientist Petrie decides that she wants to come and try to bring all the villagers back to life. So I chose each of these villagers for different reasons. I chose Cobb and Kurt because they both have bandages on them. So in my mind, Petrie took out their brains to try to bring them back to life. Biscuit kind of looks like a radioactive dog. Tangy got turned into an orange. Stitches had to be put back together with a bunch of different bear parts, and that's why he is different colored and has stitches on him. Cephalobot could only survive if he was turned into a robot. Judy got turned into a galaxy girl. Ione got turned into an alien, which is why she glows in the dark because of the radioactivity from the gyroids. And Coco just kind of looks dead, if I'm being honest. That's why I chose her. So I'm going to start with the island flag. This is my island flag. I don't remember off the top of my head which designer code this is from, but I will have all my codes linked in the description below. My airport is blue, which is why I chose the name Cerulean. Not the most original name, but it works. So this is my island entrance. It's pretty basic, I think. I mean, nothing too exciting. I've got some gyroids spread around, which is kind of the theme of this island. There's going to be tons of gyroids around because of the lore of the island being the gyroids came and attacked. I have some seeded stuff. I use a lot of the wheat field. I like the wheat field in the pale green color. My dream address when I release it is going to be set to fall, and I figured that those looked the best for the fall kind of season. So yeah, you start off, we have the road path, which will also be linked in the description. Just some lots of weeds, lots of rusted things. That's also really big. I wish we had a train that was destroyed or rusted like we do with some of the other items that you can customize from Cyrus, but we didn't, so I figured the green might just be the best option for me. I wanted to put it near the train station, so this is the train station I have. I still need to put some more things here. This is supposed to mimic a tunnel. I want to add some scattered paper with some of the custom design codes I have. We have some trash, some wanted signs. This is supposed to be kind of the waiting area for the train. Going over here, we have Kurt, who in my mind was the train conductor. He usually has a storage shed right here, but I took it to help me decorate the rest of the island. But once I'm done, that storage shed will be back there. We have another gyroid, a little campsite area. I like it. I think it's cute and kind of overgrown. Moving on back down this way, we have a car. We have Tangy's house. I have decorated or redecorated all my villagers' homes except Ione and Cephalobot because those are my two newest villagers. I plan on renovating their homes at some point, but I just haven't had the time yet. So ignore the beaches, they're a mess. They're just covered in random flowers and trash that I have lying around. Eventually I will do the beaches, but they're my last priority right now. We have this little, I think it's a gazebo, or, oh, I don't even know what this item is. My head is blanking. But I thought it was nice, the moss and the flowers. So over here we have resident services. Oh, KK's here. I didn't even know that. I didn't realize today was Saturday. So this is behind Kurt's house. Again, it's not fully done. I've done most of the path working on this island, but I haven't had the time to go in and do little decorations. So this area right near the campsite, which the campsite will eventually be moved, but this area right here is inspired by Angry Coconut, who is also a YouTuber, an Animal Crossing YouTuber. And I really like his style of design. I think that he's definitely the reason I wanted to do more of a urban kind of island. And so I saw this on one of his island tours. I think it was for Fallbrook, if I'm not mistaken. But he did something like this, and I thought it would be perfect because I had no idea what to do with this area. And it turned out really cute, and I really like it. So over here, we have Abel's sisters. I don't have many items that I want to decorate with just yet. I'm still looking for some of them through like Happy Home Paradise and also trading with other players. But right now I do have the red storefronts. I think they look really cute. I like them better than what's usually there, which is like the clothing that changes. I think it gives more of that rustic, urban kind of feel. I do plan on putting things in front of these hay bales because I feel the hay bales are a little bit too farm core for me. So I will be looking for more items for that. So eventually this will be decorated, but I just wanted to put this down so I could work on the terraforming the island, and I figured eventually I'd go back and fix it. This right here is going to be another area that I put a stone arch on to mimic a tunnel. Going up this way, you will see I have my Nook's Cranny, and again, I don't have the road fully finished. I just put it where it was. This is where the road is going to be, though. I have the road, as you see on the map, completely put out where it's going to be. I'll eventually go in and put the road design on. I just haven't had time yet. Behind my Nook's Cranny, we have a little lookout area. On the right side, we have the lighthouse, a rusted barrel, and a little skeleton that's mossy. And then on this side, we have some retro transportation stops. We have another barrel. We have the little milk canister item, the bottles. I think that right there is a box bed, a cardboard bed, or the large box items. Can't remember. It's a DIY recipe though of the box using the cardboard boxes. I have the yacht back there. That was supposed to symbolize kind of like the old boating dock that has since been abandoned and all rusted from the water. Over on this side, we have one of my favorite builds. It's not close to being done, but I did start it, and I'm really excited to see it finished. I really like it so far. It is a swimming pool. So I got this custom design code of some tiles that I thought looked dirty and old. I thought it would look really nice on the pool. I also have a custom design for pool tiles that I'm going to put inside there, inside this like ground hole. We have some simple panels that I've put custom designs on. They're rusted. And then we have some snack machines. I have a bunch of stuff I'm going to put around, more beach chairs, more trash, just little items. So now we're back at the front of the island. And if you go to the left this time instead of the right, you'll come up to the stairs, and up here is my residential area of the island that I really like. I wanted to put my villagers pretty close to each other, with the exception of a few who have certain jobs on the island in my mind. Like we have Kurt, who runs the railroad, and Cephalobot is all the way in the back left corner, and he's the fisherman of the island. So over on this side, we have Cobb's house with all this decoration. Cobb's house is pretty much decorated. For the most part, this side of the island, the little residential areas are pretty much decorated. I have to add a few more things to like Coco's house, but for the most part they're done, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I really like this item, the cart banner. I think it's one of my favorite items in the game. I'm going to put it a lot on Cephalobot's land around his house because he is the fisherman of the island, and I just think it's a really great item. Here we have Coco's house. I still have to do some decoration around it, but I put down the trees where I wanted them to be. This is kind of like her little area in the back. I have redecorated her house as well. I liked her house that it was originally, but I just thought that this kind of color theme looked really well with this more foresty, natural kind of look of the island on this side. If we go over here, we have a little telephone box and some weeds, some random items that just kind of look like they were just thrown there. Now up here is the perfect view of the lake. So I spent a lot of time building this lake. I knew I wanted a big lake on the island, and so yeah, I made this nice little lake. Turned out really cute in my opinion, and so I'm really happy with it. I still have to do some more decoration to it. Up here is going to be another villager's house or the campsite. I'm not too sure yet. Back behind Coco's house again, we have the lighthouse, some snack machines, and this little lookout area. Now this whole section of my island, like this little neighborhood area, was inspired again by Angry Coconut on one of his islands. He did something a little similar to this. And so I knew I wanted something like that, and so I used that as inspiration and then added my own spin for some of it. But yeah, so I got this idea from Angry Coconut, took inspiration from his part of the island that looks like this. Moving on to this side of the island, if you step over and up again, you have Stitch's house. He is a colorful little bear, so I wanted to give him a cute, colorful house. Behind him is Judy. In my mind, they are brother and sister, and so they live near each other. I have to add custom design path thing to this stone path that is the in-game path. I just have not gotten around to it yet. Going down these stairs is my house. I wanted more of a cottage kind of look to it, especially because this side of the island is more foresty and natural. And again, I have to decorate and put a bunch of trees here, which will be done eventually. So if we pass those stairs and keep going straight, we have up there, you can see Stitch's house and the little river. We have this bridge. This part of the island I think is probably one of the most unfinished parts. We go up here, and excuse the weeds again, this island is a mess sometimes. But we go up here to the farming area of the island, and we have some wheat fields. It takes a while to fill all this area with wheat fields, which is my plan. I have to continue to do that. It just takes a while to buy them because you can only buy 5 a day. Here is Biscuit's house. I wanted him near me because he's my favorite villager. At least one of my favorite villagers. Definitely my favorite lazy villager. I absolutely love him. He is actually the first villager on this island who gave me his photo, so I'm very excited about that. Here we have Ione's house. Again, this is the one villager besides Cephalobot that I have not redecorated their house. I definitely will be. I do not like her house very much. Not a big fan of these style of houses. I don't know why, but I just don't love them. And I definitely don't think that it matches the island theme, but that's okay. We'll decorate it because we do have that ability with the Happy Home Paradise expansion pack. So going across, we have my little farm, which is mostly done. I still have to add some things. We have all my vegetables. Going down here, we have some more stuff. I have to finish this side, but I wanted just a cute little place where I could put all my vegetables and everything in one place instead of having them super scattered around. So I still need to kind of work on this, but for the most part, I'm liking how it's turning out so far. I do like these little rotten turnips. I think they add a fun little feel. So if you go out to the farm, on this side is my museum area. And I have used the castle items in order to kind of hide the museum. I don't love the museum the way it is. I wanted more of a like destroyed kind of feel. And my plan is to actually make this whole area a graveyard. So I'm working on getting all my villagers' photos. And I will be putting this item, here we go, the Western style stone. And I'm going to be putting it all over for the graveyard with each of the villagers' photos, including Isabel, Timmy and Tommy, and Tom Nook's photos, and Brewster and Blathers. And each villager and those NPCs' photos will be assigned to one graveyard little headstone. And so that's my plan with this, is to kind of make like a creepy graveyard look. And I'm gonna have one of the plots dug up, so it looks like Petrie dug up one of the graveyards in order to bring the villager back to life. So back over past the farm again, we have the last house, and this is Cephalobot's house. And so Cephalobot is going to be the fisherman, like I mentioned a little earlier. Haven't quite finished any part of decorating besides the road path. I knew that I wanted this item right there. And I do have to finish redoing his house. I have an idea of the kind of style I want to do, but I haven't gotten to it yet. So I actually lied. I completely forgot that Miss Petrie here was not one of the houses I showed. She is not going to be in any of the neighborhood areas. She's going to be on the beaches to kind of symbolize that she came in a lot later than everyone else to kind of keep up with the lore of the island. This is her house. I wish she was home so I could show a picture of her house, but I might do that in another video where I go through and show all the redesigned villager homes. I made hers a science lab, kind of similar to what her home was originally, but I changed it up a little more so it kind of looks like a surgical area. Because again, she is the scientist of the island who's trying to bring all the villagers back to life. And she will stay somewhere on the beaches. I'm not quite sure where she's going to be just yet, but I know that she will be on the beach. So yeah, that was my 5-star unfinished island tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I can continue to do videos on Cerulean before I finish it and upload the dream address. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to continue to make some more content in the future.